we want to prune maybe we should turn back. I'm gonna give us that one. So we just did one, we just wrote back. In this case, we wrote back just the latest. But actually, pruning, we want to prune. Do we want to prune just dots? Or should we prune everything up to that point? Actually, it's working as expected. But is that really what we want? A circuit area and is that really what we want? I would expect that we want to prune everything, otherwise then we have something because it will be different from the previous then. Yeah, I think it makes sense to prune everything up to that point. Yeah. Yep. and apply migration. Yeah, I think rather than even doing that, we should just and we already have that. That's great. And if serve run, yeah, we can do migration data, apply migration, or just Can you go to, let me show, I need to reorganize these things, but I haven't really done that on the playlist. I plan to do reorganize them, but you can find it. Let me know if you can find a live tab on my page. You can see episode 1 is still quite disorganized right now. EP1, EP 10, 8, 9, 8. Oh, so my bad. Actually, at first I was calling it part 7 part, then I renamed it to episode. So forgive me. I plan to reorganize these things to make them better. But you can find them on my live tab. So you can go to like part 1, then at from part 7 I started calling it EP. I plan to reorganize this. Conscious MI. Conscious me. And thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, I need to organize those things to. Yep. You're welcome. Please let me know if you can find the live tab on my profile. I'm not sure how YouTube shows that to people. How are you doing today? Where are you chatting from? Joining from? Let's do, yeah. Yep. Thank you. So I think we could do Delta. Right, we want to move forward again. Esperan. No. Oh wait. No. Oh. Function. So it's first time. Comes right out. We have 12. And run down delta 1. Up running. Run down delta default. Then run down delta 1 again. And yeah, it's going up. Okay, that's fine. Let's just mix it up. Let's do like delta 5. Let's run it. Yep, so if we're going from 12, this should be 7, and this should also be 7. Great. So how about we do delta 3 from this up, so it should be 4 now. But let's also prune it. Let's do true. So the other one should actually be 4 also. But let's do that at first. Yep. 12 should be 4. 12. Should be 4. Ooh. Yep, passes is good. So what if we then do something beyond limits? So let's say we try to prune we have 4 left, right? We try to prune 5. See what happens. Okay, 0. So this. Energy is your energy. That's what I like about you. That's why I wanna be around you. feel the music before. Brother, are you teaching Rust? Um, I am working on some open source project, but yeah, I have plans to teach Rust. So I'm writing some books and I'm also making courses. So watch out for those. I am going to start my newsletter soon. So you can subscribe to the news. You will be able to subscribe to the newsletters, and I will be sending information about the courses and the books I'm working on. So be on the lookout for that. I'll be making an announcement on my channel. How you doing? Feel the music. What's good? What is good? Actually, this should be 4. That's for then let's try it. Maybe go to that run. Let's go back let's just do default. Let's assert again. Hey, feel the music. I just replied you. Did you get what I said? I am working on some open source project, but yes, I'm working on some courses that I'm planning to release, books and courses. So yes, I'm teaching Rust. Please let me know if you can hear me. I'm going to reply in the chat. Oh, that's good. That's good. How are you doing today? And thanks for joining the stream. Where are you chatting from? Um, so it should be flagging. This is probably gonna fill in. This. India, namaste. How do you contribute to the project? That's a good question. Thanks Thanks for wanting to contribute. So I need to write more information on how to contribute. I haven't done that. My apologies, because I'm still trying to flesh out things. But the plan is to be ready for, basically after this test. I have just like a couple of things to do. Then I'm going to I will be deploying the alpha version. And by then, I think I'll write more information on how to contribute. How would you like to contribute? You can also help with the documentation, the book, and things like that. But I was thinking that it would be nice to first have the initial version out, so it's easier to sort of get the full picture. The book will be ready. I already have the book, 300 pages written for the book, but it's properly documented. So if you clone the project and you run cargo doc, you see quite good code documentation. Almost every public function is documented. In what ways would you like to contribute? Conscious me. And how long have you been working with Rust? Do you mind sharing where you're chatting from also? So, and thanks for wanting to contribute. That's wonderful. So if you find something, you can send a PR. You can open an issue, and just things like that. And let me know what you think. So this is the nice thing. Once you have things fleshed out, it's easier to test. So we can test. Sometimes it messes up. My delta is private enough. Then so this is for both blocks. And actually, this is something that I should probably rethink. Should it be enough to put the ID without the extension? Or should you have to put everything? I think you have to put the extension. Yeah. You would have to also include the timestamp. So I might actually want to reevaluate that to, let me see. Or should I say from yep, right cursor. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I will allow you to be able to put the food stuff with the ID without the extension. But even if you add the extension, whether it's up or down, it will be able to intelligently know what you're looking at. So yeah, I was trying to do something. Um, So I'm looking at being able to know to accept doesn't matter. Should you have to put the extension? I mean, yeah, it really shouldn't matter if you're putting up or down because of the way we are. If I can finish the data migration now, maybe I can even fix up the upper stuff. That'll be good. So pretty much data migration. And we let me share this rollback option. Makes sense to have it now, but skip it for now. I think I cursor to up okay, you can only roll back this so that totally makes sense. Make sure by using to hub faster. Because I think 2up returns on version of it. So this will be a little bit different. Need to figure out how to get the name, because the timestamp we wouldn't be able to get. How do we get timestamp? We can read all the files in the directory. We can use the helper function we've created. Should we just read the migration manually from the directory? We can create a helper function called get file at index. Yeah, we can do that. Doesn't matter. At index. And this is how it's sorted ascending. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. You should probably decode fast forward strategy, because it's not just delta. I'll come back to that. once I'm done with this, I'm done with down. Maybe I can fix up also. Then grab some sleep again. When I wake up, I'll update generate and init. Write test for reset and prune. Those should go really fast. Then I should do also for list. After that, do some cleanup, refactoring, push, open a PR. I think we'll be able to open a PR today. I'm pretty confident about that. We'll open the PR. I'm really happy that I decided to write the test now and not later, because we've caught a lot of bugs. It's helped us also rethink a lot of things. So we get everything up, then we run down to, so we can do conf get migration file at index. So let's do it's ascending, so let's do index 11, and then run this. Just close everything off. Yep, tonight, let's see. So it's expecting 11, which makes sense, right? So there should be 11. It should be 11. Let's run it again. Of course, we're not pruning, so that makes sense. Yes, this. Yep. Let's do to counter trend. Let's do them. Good. Let's do why will we do it like yeah, good. That should be smart enough. Should we do countdown or count up? If we do like 10 to 0, or should we do 0 to 10? Let's do 10 to 0. Then we can do conf that, and here that we do the assertion. So with this, should probably do it in the other side also. So we're not printing, so I guess it makes sense, right? So now we've got all that tested out. How about if we print, if we were to so kind of run up, let's run to latest. So we run back up, we get latest, then we try to maybe, yeah, this time we're pruning. But if we're gonna prune, then this should be this is gonna fail. It should be 11, but let's run it first. Yep, I said it. It should be 11. And we're also gonna try non-existing pointer. Okay, maybe before we go to 0, let's go to maybe index first, then 5. So this goes to 11. Then if we go to index 4, oh yeah, that is actually crazy, because we're going off of index. Should we go off of, yeah, let's just use index based, because this might give us some +1 issue. That's why I'm being mindful. So actually, okay, so this will give us the 12th. So maybe rather than using index, let's use position. At position, right? If we do that, position from first upwards. Not index. Starts from 1 here. That would probably be less confusing. So because of that, we could do +1 here. Should we do that though? Doesn't make sense. So yeah, run down the 12th. Running down the 11th one here. I am running down the 9th. Beautiful. Oh, it should be minus rather. Okay, 735. They'll never make it. But just look at us going strong. We stick together, we stick together. You're the one. Let's see. They say I bet they'll never make it, but just look at us going strong. We stick together. The 7. If we do to 4, these should be 3 and 3 and 3 and 3. Oh, here, there. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Rustanakin. Paladini. Welcome to the stream. Did I get the pronunciation right? That's all we're doing every day. Hacking. Where are you chatting from? So let's get the sample. I appreciate that. Oh, nice. Turkey. I've been really wanting to visit Turkey. I was Turkey today. Where in Turkey? I have a friend from Antalya. I don't know if I got the pronunciation right. Because my brother was in Turkey last year and like he had so much fun there. I was like, I need to be here also. Welcome to the stream. Are you in Ankara or you're in Antalya or you're in Istanbul? Sakarya, southeast of Istanbul. I can show you around the campus. That would be so cool. That would be so cool. Let's do it. I can actually do that soon. Let me check it out. Saka. I'm gonna check it out. Sakarya, southeast. Turkey. Did you say southeast of Istanbul? Okay, Istanbul, Turkey. Wow, this is so cool. Wow. Wow. Let's do it. Let's do it. So how do we connect? I would like to see this place. Looks really cool. Wow. It's got waterfall. Nice. Nice. I'm actually down to visit. Cool. Let's do it. I'm actually down to visit. Um cuz I think that would be a nice place to touch down in Europe. It's really good. Beach. Yeah, I just saw the beach. It's really cool. Giant lake. Let's do it. Let's do it. Can you send me an email? Um if you can get my email on my GitHub profile. I mean, I'm down to do it actually anytime soon. I'm traveling a lot this year though. But yeah, we can make arrangement for it. Like let's discuss about it. Cause I've been thinking of. I mean, I've been traveling, but I'm also like looking at nicer, newer places to look at in Europe. But Turkey has been like really high on my list. And nice. I didn't know about Sakaraya before. Let me know if you can find my email on my GitHub account. If you're able to find it, you can shoot me an email. I would really like to see that place. It looks really cool. I'm traveling this month. I'm traveling next month, so I can probably do one of those times. Hey, welcome back. Did you get my email? We can make arrangement for like that. We can discuss. When I could visit. I could even make plans for like next month, for example. Yeah, did you get my email on my GitHub account? If you check my GitHub, you can find my GitHub on my profile. There's my email on my GitHub account. Then you can send me an email, and then we can like discuss about it. What do you guys think when we have non-existing migration file? Should it panic? Should we try an error? Perfect. Let's do it. That looks really good. I'd like to check that place out. I'd really like to. I'd like to check it out. Perfecto. Turkey. Let me know when you get it, and let me know when you send the email. Rollback strategy. Run detect the type. Let me run it. Yep. Let's go to run rollback. So I think if we can't find migration, wouldn't it make sense to panic? So we do blah blah blah. All migrations from there. Filter. I'm thinking we should probably panic here if we cannot find the migration. There's migration. If we cannot find the cursor in the DB or if we cannot find it in the DB or in the migration file, we probably wanna I Murphy, am I correct? How's it going? Thanks for joining the stream. How are you doing today? I'm programming Rust. I'm building some open source project called SurrealORM. So it's a database framework. Basically, it's a query builder. It's an ORM. It's a static type checker for raw queries, and it does a lot more. And it also has migration tooling built in. So first, I'm supporting a graph database called SurrealDB, but I'm expanding that to Postgres, MySQL, and MongoDB and others, even Cassandra. I've been using Neovim. That's a good question. For say, I actually think I started using Neovim when I started this project. So I would say about a year. I would say about a year, because I wanted to be able to navigate quickly and just do some nice stuff. So I'll say about a year. Yeah. Do you work with Rust, Murphy? And Dank. Sorry, I'm not able to pronounce the other side, the other part. If you can help me with that. So we should probably see if we can find a cursor. So we can do migration. Do we have like find get by file name? Okay. We can do db clone and let's pass cursor. Wait. Right. What does this return? Okay, returns an option. Yep. Sorry, I need a big connection. Does this come? Why couldn't we use? Let's do that. So oh, yep, I should fix it. Oops. We can probably just reference that mismatch. Should be fine to take a reference. So we want to do this, or yep. Okay, that shouldn't be a cup of tea. Hey, what's up? Give me a second. Let me get my earphone. Yeah, what's up? Can you hear me? I'll try. It's plugged in. Okay. You mean me or you? Yeah, it is super early. Is it too early for you? It's not super early. I'm streaming. I've been streaming for about 2 hours now. Yeah, thereabouts. Because my mind wouldn't sleep, right? And what do you do with your mind when your mind can't sleep? You mess it up fully. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Where are we initializing the function? Let me go to run and okay, CLI DB. Oh yeah, it's runtime config. I think DB connection, database connection. See how we're initializing that here. Okay, this is how we're doing it. So pretty much using the database connection password. This is actually nice. We can reuse that in initialize. We can do dbcon and call this database connection. This gives us a lot more flexibility. And here we can pass the username as user. Let's say root. We can pass in this takes in string, right? Yep. Well, we can actually just use the default here. So let's do. Don't we have like default? We might be, but then we would have to do it for the builder also. Are we? Let's do the same here. Root. Let's just use a default database connection. Oh, this is not here anymore. Prone is not here either. But there is scope. We don't need scope, it's optional. So let's just use the default. So you're just waking up. That's cool. You're flexing. Setup. I said you're flexing. And it is okay. Doing all that, so we can pretty much just do well, let's move this to any. No, it should, it's not a trail object. Any, yep, that's what I mean. Pretty much just change that. DB setup return setup. Oh, the setup return. Oh, it's a sync, of course. Makes sense. So bless you. So we're trying to do a check here. Where was it? Roll back. Okay. So fine. Migration. Header. We can do a. Actually, we can just do unwrap house. Oh, we actually have that already. So why isn't that catching it then? Saying timestamp equals to that, and oh, we're saying or. So yeah, obviously, yeah. But anyway, that makes it feel cursor. Yeah, that's why, because we're saying that if the timestamp is greater than that, or if is greater than is equal to this. Anyway. Migration restart get db. Migrations Okay, I'm expecting this to fail because there's no way that exists in the database. Okay. Tier. Martin, is this my project? Yes, it is. It is my project, personal. I have no affiliation with SurrealDB, the company or the people. I have no relationship with them, at least not yet. And even though this is called SurrealORM, the plan is to expand it to other databases in the future. So this is beyond SurrealDB. Does that answer your question? That's interesting. Oh, so we're probably getting the latest here also. KHS, I just started learning to code. It's so hard. Yeah, everything just yeah, I know it's hard. But nothing good comes easy. Think about it that way. And I think the reason why it's hard, it's not really because you cannot get it. So what you really want to do is understand that when you're learning a new thing, a new domain, a new topic, a new subject, you're in a new territory. And being in a new territory is inconvenient. It comes with pain. But also growth comes with pain, right? So what you want to do is you want to be patient with yourself. It takes time, right? It takes banging your head against the wall. So sometimes it might take you a month, a year for you to figure something out. But once it clicks, right? So be patient and also be confident in yourself. Be confident that you can learn anything, because those are the two. Being smart, in my experience, is not the most important thing. It's very important to, be able to grasp some concept, but the most important thing is confidence and patience. If you're very confident in yourself and you're patient with yourself, you can you can do almost anything. You'll be very dangerous. And that's what I've tried to do. I'm extremely confident in my ability to learn something new, no matter how difficult. And the reason I'm confident is because I'm very patient with myself. So if I'm learning a new subject, as long as it's important to me, it's necessary and it gives me purpose, I don't care if it takes me 10 years, I keep on going until I grasp it. So you're welcome, KHS. Yes, it does. So you're making an ORM using Rust. Correct. So, but this is more than an ORM. I probably should rebrand it, right? I'm calling this an ORM, but it's also a query builder. It's also a static checker, so you can write raw queries. I can actually show you demo. So it does query checking for raw queries. You can write raw queries. You can do query building. You can also use ORM. Then there's a new concept I've introduced called Query Turbo. So it's a way for you to write almost like a raw looking query but with Rust query builder in a way that is very idiomatic, that feels as though you're writing Rust. And I can show you that. It's a very novel concept that I've introduced called Query Turbo. Then it's also a migration tooling, and I'm working on the migration part. And for me, I think it would be probably the first Rust ORM or database tooling that would fully add and do like schema migration automatically. And that's the part I'm working on right now, if you get what I mean. Hey Lekwa, good morning. How are you doing? Or good afternoon. What time is it in your local? It's 7:26 a.m. right here. What's good? Happy New Year to everyone. How's everyone doing today? Let's check the file cursor. How's everyone doing? We here again streaming. This is what we do, right? People say I've got no life, but really this is the best life. But actually I still did go out quite a bit. I travel quite a bit also. So this is a very amazing project. How long have you been working on this project? I appreciate it, Martin. I appreciate it. That means a lot to me. I've been working on this project continuously I started in December 2022, so I would say a year and a month thereabouts, and I've spent over 4,000 hours on this project. I work on average probably minimum 10 hours per day on this project. The only time I took a little break and not full break from this project was when I was working on Twist, which is another open source project that I have, and I'm actually planning to add a new feature to it. So this year I'm releasing 7 open source projects. I'm releasing 2 Rust books. I'm releasing 5 Rust courses. And what else? Of course, I'll be doing more tutorials on my channel. I'm also releasing my music album and 3 music videos. Those are my goals for this year. Then I've got some others also. Thanks for joining in. Where are you chatting from? File cursor. So let's check the last file cursor. Up. So it's getting migration in it. There's something definitely wrong there. Because thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's go. Let's go. That's the spirit. That's the sound of victory, right? Yeah, I'm pretty excited. There's so much to be done. That's why it's beautiful. It's exciting. Where's everyone chatting from? How is everyone doing today? Happy New Year. Welcome to this channel. This is the dangerous channel. But you're not in danger. Everyone is safe. I promise you. In safe hands. So getting cursor to be the first one. That is problematic because we should actually be getting the name. So we're gonna do go there, and first let's comment all that out pretty much from here. Doing well and good. That's good to hear. Just found out your channel just this night from Philippines. Ooh, and happy New Year to you too. Welcome. I appreciate that. How is Philippine today? My, my Philippine, my Filipino people. I'm glad you found my channel and hope you find my channel useful and hope I can be helpful to you. This shit don't exist. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, that looks good. How about we remove the assertion? I'm actually expecting that to panic because we do run down. I mean, it does depend on how we're doing it here. So what are we doing really? We set the command, we run the prompt. Let's check run test. And that would be down. Philippines still the same. But all good. Yeah. All good. That's the most important thing. All good, and it's gonna be even better. It's a new year. Do you guys also celebrate the general new year? Because I know like Vietnam has a different, at least according to Lekwa, they have their own lunar year or something, and I believe China also does. So do you guys also have like your separate new year, or do you celebrate the same? Rundown migration. So this should actually, oh, I see. Of course, I'm only logging, I'm not panicking, that's why. So let's panic a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, Vietnam and China. Indians too. Oh, okay. But nobody follows the calendar. Why don't you guys follow the calendar? Deviants. Rock shit. Welcome. Oh, cool. We should be celebrating all the new year. Maybe what I'm gonna be doing is traveling to different locations. When it's lunar year, I travel to Vietnam and China, and when it's other new year, I go to Philippines. But Rakshi just said that they don't celebrate the Indian New Year, so nice. So we're now panicking. Let's panic just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh yeah, hi. I think this takes literal, right? I will do x equals this. I'll put in s here. Bring calendar to, Britain invaded and left their calendar. That's the funniest shit I've heard this year. So you guys took Britain's calendar over yours. Shouldn't you revert that change? And I also learned that is it Bombay? Bombay is being renamed to something Indian. Bring calendar to the world. Yeah, we should create our own new calendar. After all, calendar is just an arbitrary human construct. Of course, I know it's based on geography, but at the end of the day, it's mostly psychology, and that's why we use different calendars. I mean, it's not only geography, it's not only science, it's also cultural, right? French came in Vietnam and bring calendar to it. Oh, did French actually what's the word? Is it colonize? It's colonize the word. Oh, thanks. You joined my Discord. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, let's make the community bigger. And actually, I used to stream on Twitch also, but because Twitch would discard my video, that was why I started streaming here. So guys, I'm gonna appreciate your help in like moderating, sharing the channel, and let's blow up the channel. I'll start posting videos. As you guys might have noticed, I posted, maybe the last time was almost 5 years ago. I'm starting again. Now I'm here to contribute to the community, create courses, create projects. And this channel won't be the plan isn't just to be one of those channels that just like talk, but we also do on this channel, we make actually useful real life tutorials that help you, get to that next level, not just like hello world, but you learn about how to do complex testing, integration, end-to-end testing in multiple languages, UI, library level. You learn lower level stuff, you learn higher level stuff, you learn meta programming on this channel, you learn asynchronous programming, and you learn to implement the low level stuff on this channel. So we're planning to go big, and let's do it. Let's blow up the community. I've also got TikTok, but I haven't posted anything there. I appreciate it, Martin. The events invent new alphabet and language for us from two priests. So like, does Vietnam have like their own native? I mean, of course you would. So which is more popular? Do you guys mostly use the English stuff, or I mean the French stuff, or you use mostly Vietnamese stuff? Yeah, let's go testing. Yeah, I've learned a lot about testing over the years, in different languages. I've written, at this point, I've probably written probably more than 100,000 test cases, hundreds of thousands in different languages, so I would like to share my knowledge and help other people grow. After all, that's what this life should be about, right? Helping other people grow. Young generation now can speak English quite well. Main language is still Vietnamese. Yeah, that's cool. I think that's probably the case with most places, right? Younger generation, like it's really crazy the influence of, and I think the influence isn't even British anymore. The influence is mainly from America, right? America, and I would say Canada by extension. The pop culture, You know, the reason I said Canada is because, people like to say America, but you really think about it, the biggest artists are from Canada. Drake, Justin Bieber, Celine Dion, Tory Lanez, Casanova, um, Shania Twain, Michael Bublé. I think Kenny Reeves is actually Canadian. Magic is Canadian. Um, what else? The list, Shawn Mendes is also Canadian, and the list goes on and on and on. So, even though people like to say US a lot, Canada actually has big influence on pop culture. But I mean, that's originated from the United States. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to. How's everyone doing? I would like to hear what you guys would like to see on this channel. Because I have a lot planned out, but I also want to make sure I'm working on things that you guys actually want or are interested in or would find helpful. Do you want me to do a Neovim tutorial also? Martin, English dominating the internet definitely boosted it. It's the same case here in Philippines. Young generation are also speaking a lot of English, maybe too much English. Yeah, I think so. And I think there's this culture of people thinking like, actually from other culture, like speaking English is posh, it's cool. But speaking your native language is, you should speak English, So there's that crazy influence from the music to the dressing to the influencing. It's just like people romanticize the American culture, hip hop and stuff, especially. I think hip hop has actually had like dramatic influence on the pop culture, on the culture. Or what do you guys think? I've been 117. No migration. Have you been registered? That is coming from but do we always want that? No migration has been registered because rollback previous. So we're trying to roll back previous and it doesn't exist. I think that's okay. So migration does not exist. Yep. List migration previous. Yeah, I forgot to ask a while ago. You mentioned that you spend a lot of time on your project. Yeah, I've been working for over half a decade as full time, but I've always found time to work on my project somehow. As you can see, I've been working overnight. But yeah, now I'm mostly focused on my projects. because I have a lot to do, and I want to be able to work on those things and put them out, at least build a foundation. um I should probably do a video about that and explain my reason why I decided to focus on this now. I'm planning to make a video actually. I haven't posted in a while. So something coming. Get latest. We probably wanna get latest. Probably okay to option if that exists. We'll get latest migration. Latest migration. Let's do map. LM trying to migration optional. How about you? Do you work with Rust? Not allowed enclosure. That's gonna give us results. Okay, you know what? Let's get latest migration. That gives us option. Where else are we using it? Oh, that's pretty much the only place. How about latest migration name? Okay, so if we're only using that here, then we might as well just take it out here and stick it in. Okay, so it's actually the only place we need that. So I mean, we could just do March latest migration. So just migration. So I stopped using Alacrity for some reasons, and one of the reasons is because it doesn't support ligature, and there's this big issue. There's this big issue on GitHub, and it doesn't seem like they're trying to support. That's one, and I've been having a lot of issues with it freezing and things like that. So I found this other terminals implemented in Rust. It's called Western, and that's what I'm using now. And I actually kind of like it. I like the rendering. It's closer to item, and I like item actually. So these, if latest migration doesn't exist, maybe we just do this. migrations from there. Latest migration and strictness. So let's do it. How do you keep track of everything in your code? I use Magic. Yeah, I probably should have like some kind of documentation, but I think the book I've written and the almost every public function in the code is documented. But I have a very clear idea of what's in my code. I have everything in my head, in my brain. Yeah. uh, I I think I'm able to focus and um, just keep track of quite a lot of information in my head. If I find the information um, useful, I am able to do that quite a bit. Yeah. So that's just what I like to. Yeah. It's magic. Black magic. Yeah. Well, yeah. I I think I have a clear idea of what I'm working on. So usually how I work on project is I sort of do some thinking, ideation, and I do a kind of like decision tree and try to understand the constraints if they're like if there are like technical constraints that may not make it feasible for me to do it. But once I think it through and I don't see any limitation or constraint rather, um, I sort of have like very clear idea of where I'm going. The path is not necessarily clear, the implementation. So for example, as I'm streaming live, I'm figuring these things out as I'm talking to you guys. Like there's no googling or anything. Like everything is coming from like just thinking through the program and the process. Do you think it's a skill that can be practiced? I get lost a lot when my code gets larger. For sure, it's a skill that can be practiced. So you have to also understand what works for you. So for me, for example, definitely using Neovim has been extremely helpful, and that was why I learned it before this project. So when I used to use VS Code, I would have to. I'm sure VS Code might have its own shortcut for doing this. If I needed to go back where I was, like maybe 10 times, 100 times, I would have to Control Z, and I could only do that in a file. Then once I find the position, I'll Control Shift Z again. I didn't really like that. I'm sure they have their own shortcut, but I didn't want to learn a non-standard key binding. So that does help. Then I think the more you work with larger code, the more you read other people's code, the more you just work with code, the better you get at it. So for me, like it's fairly easy for me to jump into a very large code base and figure my way out of it. And learning to debug also does help. It helps a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Migration then after init does not exist. So definitely it can be practiced. Most def. Thank you so much. I guess I should work more on building or extending bigger code base. Yeah, just um keep pushing yourself. That's very very important. Don't get comfortable with too little scope. I remember like um when I was working mostly with TypeScript. This time I had already worked with some other languages. Like I had people that used to discourage me to like focus on type just JavaScript and TypeScript, and for me that didn't make any sense because this time I had already been programming for some time. I had worked with Python, I had worked with R, I had worked with Ruby, I had worked with Java professionally, and I think the best way to go deeper once you have your foundational stuff down, the best way to go deeper is to go wider. Because if you don't, especially in this day and age, if you don't have like very broad-based knowledge, broad-based curriculum, you're just in your own bubble. You don't understand the limitation of the program you're writing. But when you explore wider, it's able to deepen the other aspects, you know. So if you're working with JavaScript and that's all you've ever worked with, you really can't go deeper enough if you don't work with any other language or with Python. You know, so for example, working with Rust actually helped me understand how Python handles memory using like reference counting and understanding references well and all those things, and why cloning might be expensive and wasn't implemented by default in JavaScript, and also why if you initialize an object in JavaScript, you reference the object and you don't create a full copy, and you change something in the referenced object, it will change the original object. I knew the stuff on the surface, but actually working with a systems programming language helped me understand that at a deeper level, and just a lot of things like that. Plus one to the new year resolution. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, just keep grinding, keep getting better, and be patient with yourself. Be patient and also be confident in yourself. Believe you can do it. You can do it. So you can actually implement is empty on that. Empty. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm happy to help. Anytime, anytime. Just let me know. And let me know if there's something you would like me to touch on the channel, like teach. I'll be happy to do that. I'll be very happy to do that. Today is 3rd of January, 8 o'clock, and one. Yep. So why don't you check that actually that is happening on what line? Migration does not exist. That's happening on 117 down, of course. 7, yeah. Migration does not exist. Okay. Ooh. Now what migration is that? Migration 11 gen after init. Pointer ID. Okay, it's happening here. It might have actually helped us catch a bug. So that is happening on migration 11 after init. Probably yeah, because we're rolling back the same file twice, so it's throwing an error because this doesn't exist anymore. But let's try to do that. Yep. So this is gonna panic because it doesn't exist anymore. Should panic. Which means not invalid none. Non-existing. Yep. Yeah. I think we probably tested most of the cases. Tested edge cases. There's no way for us to even test negative delta, since Rust wouldn't even allow that. But um, we've tested using pointers. We've tested using delta and previous and default. So let's say should we panic when it's empty? So you're trying to go to previous. And we can get back to that. Let's see if we can share some of this thing. Martin, I think I might be heading out now. It's 11 a.m. here in Philippines. Thank you so much again, Oye. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I'll catch up on you on the Discord. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's be active on Discord. You guys can ask me any question on Discord, and feel free to post anytime. Thanks again, Martin, for joining in. I hope I see you again on the stream and Discord. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful day also. So, 11 p.m. Ooh, sweet dreams. You too. Thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, enjoy the night. Enjoy the night. Let's see if we can actually share all these configurations. Now, if we go to, so in the previous, you do previous, and it's done. Or we could just log a warning that there are no migrations anymore, rather than panicking. Yeah. 1 second. I need to Or maybe should I even sleep already so I get some energy and I can come back later? Because I pretty much not slept properly. Do you feel like our best night together feels like the first kiss? I need to nap a little bit before because I need to go to the gym, grab something to eat, and start my day. What do you guys think? At least we completed the DAO migration. I think this is a good place to take a little break. And what do you guys think? Yeah, I will take a break from here. Thanks everyone for joining. I appreciate you. I'm gonna take a nap because I've barely slept. Sleep and wake, go to the gym, grab something to eat, and I'll continue with the stream. I appreciate you. Keep breathing code. We're all code breathers. I appreciate you. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, afternoon, and night. And I'll see you again soon.